My beloved child, I speak to you now with a voice that reaches beyond the noise of this world, a voice that whispers into the quiet places of your heart. I do not come to frighten you, nor to burden you, but to comfort you with a truth that is eternal. You live in a world where the shadow of the grave feels heavy, where time passes quickly, and where you see bodies grow weak, frail, and return to the earth from which they came. But hear me clearly today. The grave holds only the body. It cannot hold your soul, for I, your Lord, hold your soul in my eternal hands, and no grave, no darkness, no sorrow, and no enemy can take it away from me. You who listen to these words, you who feel the years in your bones, you who have walked long paths of joy and sorrow, I speak directly to you. You are not forgotten. I have not left you. You are still my child, just as precious to me now as when you first drew breath. I have walked with you through your laughter. I have wept with you through your tears, and I have carried you when your strength failed. Do not think that because your body grows older that your worth to me is lessened. No, your worth to me has always been beyond measure, and your soul shines more brightly in my sight with every step you take toward me. I want you to remember this. Life on earth is a journey, but it is not the end. The grave may look like a final door to human eyes, but to my eyes it is only a doorway into greater life. For your soul was not made for dust and decay, it was made for eternity. When you breathe your last breath, I will be there. When your eyes close to this world, they will open to me, and when your hands can no longer hold onto those you love, I will hold you in a love that never ends. This is why I tell you today, the grave holds the body, but I hold the soul. Think back, my child, on the years of your life. How many moments did you live where you thought all was lost, and yet I made a way? How many nights did you cry, believing the darkness would never end, yet my morning light rose again? These are reminders that I am faithful, and if I was faithful in your yesterday, do you not believe I will be faithful in your tomorrow? Even in the tomorrow beyond the grave, I know you have questions. I know you have fears. You wonder about what lies ahead, about whether you will be remembered, about whether your life mattered. Listen to me closely. Every word you spoke in kindness, every prayer you whispered in secret, every act of love you gave when no one else saw, it all mattered. It reached my throne, it touched eternity. Not one tear, not one sigh, not one act of love was wasted. You see a body that weakens, but I see a soul that has been refined like gold in the fire, becoming more precious each day. So do not let the grave frighten you. The grave cannot hold the soul that belongs to me. The grave is only a place where the body rests, like a seed placed in the soil, waiting for the day when I call it to rise again. And on that day, when the trumpet sounds, and when my glory fills the heavens, even your body will rise, renewed, whole, and glorified, never again to feel pain or sorrow. But until that day, your soul remains in my hands, safe, unshaken, and at peace. You may ask me, Lord, why then do we fear? Why do we cling so tightly to this life? My beloved, it is because you were made to love. You love the people I gave you. You love the moments of beauty I placed before you. It is natural to want to hold on. But what you must understand is that I am not taking these things away from you. I am leading you into a place where love is perfect, where beauty never fades, and where joy is everlasting. Now, reflect with me, my child. Think of the stories you have lived, the seasons of youth, when the world felt endless and your strength seemed unbreakable, the middle years, when responsibilities weighed heavy, but you pressed on. And now, in these later years, when your body feels the weight of time, but your heart holds more wisdom than ever before. Do you see the thread running through it all? That thread is my hand, guiding, protecting, and loving you through every season. The world may not see it, but you know it deep in your heart. You have never walked alone. And still, I tell you this, your story is not over. As long as you have breath, I am writing new chapters. Even now, I use you to bless others, through your prayers, through your words of encouragement, through the quiet strength of your faith. You may think your role is small, but in my kingdom, nothing done in love is small. You are a light, and your light shines more brightly now than ever, because it shines with a faith that has endured. Take courage, my child. Let your heart rest in this truth. The grave is not the end. The grave is only a resting place for the body. The soul belongs to me, and if I hold your soul, then nothing, no sickness, no sorrow, no loss, can ever truly defeat you. Do you hear me? I am not far away. I am close, closer than your very breath. When you sit alone in silence, I sit with you. When you worry in the night, I keep watch over you. When you feel weak, I am your strength. And when your final day comes, I will not send another in my place. I myself will come for you. I will call you by name, and you will know the voice of your Father, the one who loved you before the world began. So lift your eyes, my beloved child. Do not live in fear of the grave. Do not let your heart grow heavy with worry. The body will one day rest, but your soul, your precious, eternal soul, remains in my care. Trust in me, for I am faithful. Hold on to me, for I will never let you go. And remember always these words: the grave holds the body, but I hold the soul. My child, as you sit with these words and let them enter your heart, I want to walk with you more deeply into reflection. I do not want you to only hear my promises. I want you to feel them, to carry them, to let them sink into the very roots of your soul. For reflection is not simply remembering, it is seeing your life with my eyes and finding me in every page of your story. Do you remember the first time you felt the sting of loss? Perhaps it was long ago, perhaps it was recent, but you know that ache, the empty chair, the silence where a voice once spoke, the longing to hold someone who has already returned to the earth. That moment carved something into your heart. It made you aware that life on earth is fragile, that it passes like a shadow, that nothing here is forever. But even then, I was whispering to you, this is not the end, this is not the whole story. Every loss you carried, I carried with you. Every tear you shed, I held it as precious, like pearls in my hands. You may not have seen it at the time, but even in your sorrow, I was planting seeds of compassion, patience, and wisdom within you. And now, when you see others hurting, you know how to comfort them, because you once felt the same pain. Do you see how I use even sorrow to shape you into a vessel of love? Now, think also of the times you laughed, the meals shared around a table, the children's voices that rang with joy, the warmth of a hand held in love, the sunrise that greeted you after a long night. These were not accidents, my child. These were gifts I placed gently into your days, reminders that even in a broken world, beauty and love are real, and they are glimpses of the greater joy that waits for you in eternity. When you look back at your life, you may see many imperfections, choices you regret, words you wish you could take back, roads you wish you had walked differently. Do not hide these from me. I saw them all, and I loved you still. I do not measure your worth by your mistakes. I measure it by the love I placed within you, by the ways you kept moving forward even when you stumbled, by the faith you held on to even when it trembled. You must understand something, my beloved. I never expected perfection from you. I expected trust, and every time you turned your eyes back to me, every time you whispered even the smallest prayer, every time you chose kindness over bitterness, that was you trusting me. That trust has been more precious to me than gold. I know you sometimes wonder, did I do enough? Did my life matter? Will I leave anything behind? Listen carefully. Your life mattered because you are mine. You are not measured by wealth or fame or worldly success. You are measured by love, every soul you touch, even with something as small as a smile, or a kind word, or a prayer whispered when no one else knew. That love reached into eternity. You may not see the full picture yet, but one day you will, and you will be amazed at how your life rippled out farther than you ever imagined. Now pause with me and let your heart be still. I want you to picture your soul as a candle. Through the years, the flame may have flickered. Winds of sorrow may have threatened to blow it out. but the flame still burns because I have kept it burning. And as you have grown older, that light has not grown weaker. It has grown warmer, steadier, clearer. Others may see wrinkles and frailty, but I see a soul that shines with the light of endurance, a soul that has weathered storms and still believes. That light is beautiful to me. Consider this too. Your body and your soul are not the same. Your body grows tired, but your soul grows stronger. Your body ages, but your soul matures into wisdom. Your body will one day return to the dust, but your soul will live with me forever. This is why I tell you not to fear. The grave can hold the body, but never the soul. Your soul is not bound by the limits of flesh, it belongs to eternity. I know, my child, that the journey of faith has not always been easy for you. There were times you doubted me, times when you prayed and felt no answer, times when you asked, Lord, where are you? And yet, here you are, still listening to my voice, still seeking me. Do you know how precious that is? Your faith is not the faith of one who has never struggled. Your faith is the faith of one who has wrestled, who has questioned, and who still chooses to believe. That is a faith I treasure deeply, and think of how far you have come. When you were young, you thought strength was found in yourself, in what you could do, in what you could build. But as the years passed, you learned that true strength is not in self-reliance, but in surrender. It is in leaning on me. And now, in these years where your steps may be slower, your wisdom is greater. You know that what matters most is not what you achieved, but whom you trusted. You see, my beloved, the whole journey of life has been me teaching you one thing, to let go of fear and hold on to love. That is what prepares the soul for eternity. The grave cannot frighten the soul that has learned to trust in love. Let us reflect also on the people you have known. Some have already gone before you into my presence. You miss them, and your heart aches for them. But hear me, they are not lost. They are not far. They are alive in my presence, and one day you will see them again. Death may separate for a time, but it cannot separate forever, because in my kingdom all who are mine are gathered together in a love that nothing can break. Others are still walking with you. They look to you more than you realize. They draw strength from your prayers, from your faith, from the way you keep believing even when life is hard. You may think you are old, but to them you are a living testimony, a reminder that God is faithful through every season. You are still shaping lives, even now. So, my beloved child, as you reflect on your journey, do not look back with regret, but with gratitude. Do not look forward with fear, but with hope. Your life has been a gift, and your soul is safe with me. The grave may whisper of endings, but I speak of beginnings. The grave may seem like silence, but I promise you songs of eternal joy. Hold this truth close to your heart. I am the God who walked with you yesterday, who stands with you today, and who waits for you in your tomorrow. The grave holds only the body, but I hold your soul. And because I hold it, nothing can ever take it away from me. My beloved child, now that we have walked together in reflection, I want to lift your heart higher. I want you to feel my encouragement, to hear my words of hope, and to know deep within that you are never alone. Too often, you look at yourself and see weakness. You see a body that cannot do what it once did. You see hands that tremble, feet that grow weary, and memories that sometimes fade. But when I look at you, I see something far greater. I see faith refined by years. I see wisdom carved by experience. I see love that has endured through storms. I see a soul that is still precious, still useful, still shining in my sight. Do not say to yourself, I am too old. I have nothing left to give. That is not my voice, child. That is the voice of despair, and despair has no place in you. For as long as I give you breathe, you are my instrument. Every day that you rise, you still carry purpose. Your prayers still touch heaven. Your words still bring comfort. Your very presence still carries the fragrance of faith that others can feel. Even in silence, your faith speaks louder than you know. Think of a tree that has stood for many seasons. Its bark may be rough, its branches may be bent, but its roots are deep. Storms may shake it, yet it stands firm because its roots reach down into living water. You are like that tree, my child. You may not move as quickly as the saplings around you, but you stand strong in me. And those who look at you, your children, your grandchildren, the ones who love you, they see that strength and it gives them courage. I want you to know this. Your value is not in what you can do with your hands, but in who you are in me. You are my beloved. You are my witness. You are my child. And even now, in this very season of your life, I am using you in ways you cannot see. Every time you choose peace instead of bitterness, you show my love. Every time you forgive, you show my mercy. Every time you trust me with your fears, you show my faithfulness. That is encouragement not just for you, but for everyone who watches you. Let your heart be lifted. Do not live with your eyes fixed on what you have lost. Fix your eyes on what still remains and what is yet to come. You still have breath in your lungs, and every breath is a gift from me. You still have prayers on your lips, and every prayer rises before my throne. You still have love in your heart, and that love is more powerful than you realize. I know that sometimes the nights feel long. Loneliness can creep in when the world grows quiet. Your body may ache, your mind may wander, and you wonder how many days are left. But I say to you, I am with you in the night. I am with you in the silence. I am with you when the world forgets, because I will never forget you. I carved your name on the palms of my hands, and I will never let you slip away. You may look in the mirror and see the lines of age, but I look at you and see the beauty of a soul that has walked with me. To me, you are radiant. To me, you are treasured. To me, you are not fading. You are ripening, ready for the eternal harvest where there is no more aging, no more sorrow, no more pain. Take courage in this truth. You are closer today to my embrace than you were yesterday. And when the moment comes, you will not step into darkness but into light. Think of the times when you were afraid in the past, yet I carried you through. Think of the sicknesses that should have taken you, but I gave you more years. Think of the accidents you survived, the dangers you escaped, the moments when you thought it was over, but it was not. Each of those was a reminder that I hold your life, and if I held you then, I will hold you still. So do not be afraid. Fear wastes the heart. Fear steals your joy. And I did not create you for fear. I created you for love, for peace, for hope. I want you to wake each morning not with dread, but with thanksgiving. For every sunrise is my gift, and every breath is my blessing. You say to me sometimes, Lord, I am tired. And I hear you. I know the weariness of your body, but I tell you this, even in your tiredness you are strong. For when you feel weak, my strength rests on you. When you feel like you cannot go on, I carry you. And one day, when your journey here is finished, you will not collapse into the grave. You will be lifted into my arms. That is my promise, and I never break my word. Be encouraged also by this. Nothing you suffer now is wasted. Your aches, your struggles, even your disappointments, they are shaping your soul, preparing you for eternal joy. Like gold refined in fire, you are being prepared for glory. And when you see me face to face, all the pain will make sense, and every tear will be wiped away. And think, my child, of the reunion that waits for you. Those you loved who trusted in me are not lost. They are alive in my presence, waiting for you. Can you imagine that day? The embrace, the joy, the laughter with no shadow of sorrow. That is what I have prepared for you. This life is not all there is. There is more. There is so much more. So take heart. Do not live as one who has no hope. Live as one who knows the end of the story. You know that I have conquered the grave. You know that death has lost its sting. You know that life eternal waits for you. That is why you can lift your head and walk with peace, even when the world grows dark. Let your prayers rise like incense, even if they are simple. A whispered, thank you, a quiet, help me, a humble, be near. Every prayer matters to me. Every word you speak to me touches my heart. And every prayer, no matter how small, calls down my presence into your life. You are never without power when you pray. And so, my beloved, be encouraged. You are loved. You are held. You are safe. You are mine. The grave will never claim what belongs to me. Your soul rests in my hands, and my hands are eternal. Live each day with this truth. You are not walking toward an end. You are walking toward my embrace. My beloved child, now that I have encouraged your heart and reminded you of my love, I must also speak to you with the voice of a father who warns and guides his children. For love is not only comfort, it is also truth. A father who never warns does not truly love, and I love you too much to remain silent when I see the dangers that can steal your peace, weaken your soul, or lead you away from the path of eternal life. Hear me gently, yet clearly. You must not let the passing things of this world distract you from what matters most. The body will one day rest in the grave, but the soul lives forever. Too many live as if this life is all there is. They chase wealth that will not follow them, cling to possessions that time will scatter, and worry over opinions that vanish like the wind. But when the grave closes over the body, none of those things remain. Only the soul stands before me, clothed not in riches, but in truth. So I ask you now, my child, what are you holding on to that does not matter? What burdens are you carrying that you cannot take with you? Lay them down. Do not let bitterness remain in your heart. Do not let unforgiveness poison your spirit. Do not let fear choke your joy. These things do not belong to the soul that I hold. Release them, and let your heart be free. I warn you also against the danger of despair. Some of my children, as they grow older, allow hopelessness to settle into their hearts. They say, "It is too late for me, my time is gone, my life has no meaning now." This is a lie whispered by the enemy of your soul. Do not believe it. As long as you live, you have purpose. As long as you breathe, I am working in you. Even in your final days, you can shine with a light that will guide others. And even when you close your eyes to this world, your faith will still speak, leaving a testimony that echoes through generations. Do not fall into the trap of comparing your life to others. Some live long years, others short. Some walk paths of visible success, others live quietly and unnoticed. But I do not measure by length or by fame. I measure by faithfulness. The widow who gave 2 small coins gave more than the wealthy who gave out of abundance. The quiet prayer of a grandmother rises higher in heaven than the shouts of kings. You may think your life was small, but in my kingdom, the smallest seed of love grows into the largest tree of blessing. I must also remind you that every choice matters. Each day you live is a step toward eternity. Do not waste your final steps wandering in forgetfulness of me. Do not fill your mind only with worries, entertainment, or empty talk. Let your heart be anchored in my word. Let your soul breathe in prayer. Let your lips speak encouragement to others. You do not know how many days remain, but every day is a chance to store treasures in heaven, where moth and rust cannot destroy, where thieves cannot steal, where time cannot touch. Child, there is a narrow way that leads to life, and few walk it. It is the way of humility, of repentance, of trust in me. It is the way of forgiving when you have been hurt, of blessing when you have been cursed, of loving when it would be easier to hate. Do not stray from this way. Even in your final season, you can walk faithfully. Even in your last breath, you can whisper love. Do not think it is too late. It is never too late to choose me. Let me speak also of forgiveness, for I know your heart carries old wounds. There are names you still remember, faces that bring pain, memories that stir anger. You may feel you cannot forgive, but I say to you, forgiveness is not weakness. It is freedom. Forgive, and you release the weight that has bound you. Forgive, and your soul becomes light, ready for eternity. If I could forgive from the cross, then you too, with my strength, can forgive those who wronged you. And when you forgive, you look most like me. I warn you too against the pride of self-sufficiency. Many grow old and become stubborn, refusing to lean on others, refusing to admit their need. But the truth is this: dependence is not shameful. It is holy when it rests on me. I made you to lean on me. I made you to cry out to me. You are not a burden to me. You are my delight. Do not harden your heart with pride, but soften it with trust. And hear this final warning: do not delay preparing your soul. Too many say, I will think of God tomorrow. I will turn to Him when I am closer to the end. But tomorrow is not promised. The grave comes like a whisper, sudden and sure. Be ready today. Speak to me now. Trust me now. Let your soul rest in me now, so that when the hour comes you will not be afraid. But child, know that my warnings are not meant to frighten you. They are meant to guide you. They are the lanterns on your path, showing you where to walk so you do not stumble. I speak with firmness because I love you. I point you away from danger because I want you safe with me. If I did not care, I would remain silent. But because I care, I speak. And every word I speak is truth and life. So take my guidance to heart. Let go of what does not matter. Forgive what weighs you down. Do not despair. Do not delay. Keep your eyes on me, and I will carry you safely through every valley, until you reach the eternal home I have prepared for you. The grave may hold the body, but I hold the soul, and if I hold it, then nothing, not sin, not fear, not death, can take it from me. Walk in this truth, live in this truth, rest in this truth, for I am your God, your Father, your Savior, and your friend. My beloved child, now that I have guided and warned you, I want to bring my words to a close with strength and with tenderness. For I do not want you to leave this moment with fear in your heart, but with peace, hope, and a deep assurance that you are loved beyond measure. I want you to feel the weight of my truth, but also the warmth of my embrace. Listen carefully, for these words are not only for your mind, but for your soul. They are the seal of my message to you. Remember this above all: the grave holds the body, but I hold the soul. This truth is not a mystery hidden from you. It is the anchor of your hope. When the world speaks of endings, I speak of beginnings. When the earth buries the body, I raise the soul. When death seems to shout of loss, I whisper of eternal gain. You do not belong to the grave, you belong to me. Child, I want you to imagine that moment when your journey here is complete. Do not imagine it with dread. Imagine it with peace. Picture me standing at the threshold, my arms open, my smile waiting. The very instant your eyes close to this world, they will open to see me. The hands that once formed you from the dust will reach out to hold you again. The voice that called the stars into being will call you by name. You will not be a stranger to me. I have known you all along, and when you stand in my presence, every question will be answered. Every pain will make sense. Every sorrow will be turned into joy. You will laugh again, not with the laughter of earth that fades, but with the laughter of heaven that never ends. You will see those you love who trusted in me, not as shadows or memories, but as living souls in my eternal light. There will be no more goodbyes, no more tears, no more graves, only life everlasting. Take this picture into your heart, child, and let it comfort you. When fear tries to whisper, you are nearing the end, answer it with, no, I am nearing the beginning. When despair tries to tell you, it is over, declare with faith, no, it is just beginning. For that is the truth. The grave is not your prison. The grave is only the gate through which you walk into glory. I want you also to know that I am not waiting for you only at the end. I am with you now. When you wake in the morning, I am there. When you struggle to rise, I strengthen you. When you walk slowly and carefully, I walk beside you. When you rest at night, I watch over you. I am in every moment, and I will be until your final breath. You do not walk alone. You never have, and you never will. Let this knowledge fill you with courage. Do not shrink from life. Do not spend your days in fear of what comes next. Live fully in me. Speak love while you can. Give kindness while you can. Pray while you can. Shine your light while you can. For every act of love, no matter how small, is eternal. It rises like incense before my throne, and it will never be forgotten. You may think to yourself, "But Lord, I am weak. My body is failing." Yes, child, but my strength is made perfect in weakness. Do not measure yourself by what you can no longer do. Measure yourself by the love that still flows from your soul. The hands that can no longer labor can still fold in prayer. The voice that grows quiet can still whisper my name. The heart that beats slowly still carries love for me and for others, and that is enough, more than enough. Now, hear me as I speak words of blessing over you. I bless your mind with peace, that your thoughts may rest in me. I bless your heart with courage, that you may face tomorrow without fear. I bless your body with strength for each day, enough for the tasks I still give you. And I bless your soul with assurance, that you may know without doubt that you are mine forever. I also bless the ones you love, your children, your grandchildren, your family, your friends. They are not outside my care. The prayers you have lifted for them are not lost. They rise before me, and I will remember them. Even after you have entered my presence, those prayers will still bear fruit, for I am faithful not only to you, but to those you have entrusted to me. So leave your worries with me. Leave your burdens at my feet. You do not have to carry them any more. Trust that I will take care of what you cannot. Trust that I will hold those you love, even when you can no longer hold them. Trust that my plan is greater than what you can see. Now, my beloved child, let me remind you once more, you are loved. You were loved before you were born. You are loved in this very moment. You will be loved for all eternity. My love for you does not change with age. It does not weaken with time. It does not end with death. It is the one constant truth that carries you from this world into the next. So walk in that love. Rest in that love. Let it be the song you carry in your heart. Let it be the comfort in your final days. Let it be the joy that fills your eternity. And now, as I close this message to you, I leave you not with silence but with invitation, for this is not the end of my voice to you. Just as you return each day to bread for your body, so I invite you to return each day for bread for your soul. Come back and listen again tomorrow, for I will have more to tell you, new encouragement, deeper wisdom, fresh reminders of my love. My words will never run out, because my love for you never ends. Until then, hold this truth close. The grave may claim the body, but I hold the soul. And in my hands you are forever safe, forever loved, forever alive.